Would you say that USC has maybe the best balanced offense that you will have faced this season?
Certainly has one of them, that's for sure. They got skilled players. Every skill position player they have is an outstanding player, great athlete. It all starts with Sam and his ability to run, distribute the ball. Their tailbacks are awesome. Wide receivers. I mean, they're really loaded at the skill position, and you can see it by the way they do run their offense.
Who or what stands out to you the most about their defense?
Well, you certainly look at their athleticism and their size. I mean, when the thing that all the top guys that recruit get is they get big athletic guys, and some people get small athletic guys. They get big athletic guys in their front seven. They all got, and even their DBs got size. I mean, there's nobody on defense that's a smaller guy, so to speak.
Do you still do the everybody who got an offer from USC raise your hand thing?
I probably will, and I'm gonna check beforehand just to see if they're gonna lie to me. So just because you went there on an unofficial visit doesn't mean you were offered it. But there hadn't been many. But again, there's different reasons for that. But there's no question they're gonna always recruit well. Their staff does a good job, and it's SC. They've got that brand name.
Is there maybe more of a point of emphasis about controlling emotion this week, just with all the attention and guys returning home and whatnot?
Yeah, there is a little bit. I've mentioned that to them. That I want them to use the pressure and the emotion during the week to get ready. And then by the time Saturday night's here, you're ready to play. So if you feel a little extra pressure in this game, that's natural. But I want that pressure to be felt during the week, not Saturday night.
With Khalil specifically playing in his hometown against a bunch of his former teammates, against the team that he made his starting debut against last year, do you have to caution him a little bit about not trying to do too much?
Yeah, a little bit. I think, Khalil, we cautioned him with that when he first started playing a little bit this year after the Colorado game, because he has obviously some natural gifts, and you got to play within himself. But, he's kind of naturally that way anyway. You ever look at it, he's kind of, us older folks got a little bit of the Jim Brown thing where, Jim used to run like for 20 yards and then get up real slow like he was hurt. Slowly walk back to the huddle, and you think, oh, this he's probably not ready. And then the next thing, he runs right by you or over you. He walks a little bit like a combination of Jim Brown and Sanford and Sons was the guy's name. You guys, what was the show?
The Sun?
Yeah. Sanford and Sons, what's the
Son?
Fred?
Oh, Fred.
Yeah,
Fred
he kind of walks like, Fred Sanford. He's got a little, Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you. He's got a little bit of Fred Sanford in his walk, too.
I'm curious, in this stretch of run, you've had some great plays by Ellison and Poindexter, great catches. Just your thoughts on them and what they contribute in their little ways.
Yeah, I thought Tony Ellison was due for a big year anyway, and he's had great practice. He's made some tremendous catches, and Sean too. Sean has progressed as quickly in 2 years in the program as anybody we've had, and he's made some big plays and due to make some more. I think he and Sean Brown and the consistency they've had every week has been really good to see it. But I see it every day in practice.
Compared to the previous guys you had, previous years were real lauded. These guys are kind of just normal dudes who just playing really well.
Yeah, but we had so many skilled, experienced guys last year with Nate and Samaje and Trey, and these guys knew their role was going to get increased, and they've shown it in practice. And I'm as proud, or even prouder, of the way they've blocked. The way they've gone downfield, those guys, and Cedric Poindexter and Tyrell Johnson, they've done a great job in the run game too.
So everyone's been talking about all the numbers you've been putting up lately, but you've also had 0 sacks allowed in the last 4 games. How much of that is Khalil? How much of that is the offensive line? And what do you think?
I think it's a combination of a lot of stuff. We're not throwing it that much, first off, but we're getting rid of the ball quicker. And Khalil's been able to avoid some pressure. That's helped. But, we talk quite a bit about no negative yardage plays, no turnovers. You win 100% of the time. And that's a pretty heavy stat. And everybody talks about turnovers, but the negative yardage plays is a key thing, too. And sometimes throwing the ball away or getting rid of it quicker so you don't get a sack is key.
What has impressed you most about the offensive line lately?
I think we've gotten better. And, for older guys, sometimes they kind of plateau, but our guys have really worked hard to get better, and they've seen a different scheme. It seems like every week they'll see something different this week. And Jim's done a good job with them, always has. And our guys, that's as hard a working group as we'll have on our football team, that O-line group.
How has your opinion changed of this team since the season started?
What's that?
How has your opinion changed of this team since before the start of the season?
It really hasn't changed much. I felt good. You guys have covered us. I felt good since camp started. That, hey, these guys worked really hard in the summer. It looked like they were in good shape. They were serious at practice. We had a bunch of new guys that had to learn, and the upperclassmen have done a great job teaching them. So it's been really consistent the whole time through.
How much are you able to work on tackling this time of year?
Well, we're doing it today. Tuesday's our full padded day, and I saw probably 10 or 15 minutes of it. Defensively doing individual drills, and it's hard to go live. That's the hardest part about it. You worry about guys getting nicked up, but you got to work on it. And our tackle was not good in the last game, and it has to be really good in this game. This is the most talented group of skilled players maybe that we'll see. I mean, certainly to this date. So we got to be ready to tackle really well in the open field.
With all the scout teamwork that you do this time of year, are you able to judge the progress that like Donovan Tate and Rhett are able to make over the course of the season?
Yeah, those guys are harder because they're they're still with the regular offense. They're not on the scout team, and so they're getting limited reps. But they're two young, smart guys. Well, Donovan's not young, but they're really intelligent, and I think they're taking the mental reps, and we're still getting them, like giving them reps every day. But we got a good group of quarterbacks. I think we're we'll sign one this year and sign one every year, but I like the way we're at for the future for that.